Evening all, Remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go video. We've got 7 new releases on the Oculus Go this week. Some of them work on Gear VR as well, and from now on I'm going to kind of highlight down below if they are Gear VR compatible, because I know there are a few people that watch these videos that do have a Gear VR, so it's nice to kind of bring some more people into the family here. And we're going to quickly look at all 7 new releases, 4 of them paid, 3 free, and kind of give you my kind of initial thoughts on them, what I think about them, and whether you should either spend your money on them or even your time. So let's crack on and take a look. First up we have Introduction to Virtual Reality, which I'll be honest, I'm going to fanboy over because it's by Felix and Paul, who do super high quality 360 3D virtual reality experiences, like sort of video. I mean, the stuff they do is amazing. I'm going to stream it. You can download it to get slightly better quality, but I find on my connection I still get quite a good video quality from this. So this is probably one of those videos you would stick anybody who is new to virtual reality into. So here we go, we've got ourselves in space, these asteroids or rock debris, space debris, 3D, and it's a sort of 2 or 3 minute video. I think you can actually click on it. Yeah, here you go. So it's a 3-minute video that goes through lots of very cool 360 ambisonic as well. It feels like people are chatting behind me there. Videos are very good quality. As I said, this is streaming, so if you do download it, you do get slightly better quality, and it is worth doing. But I've got quite a good connection, so once you get past the first couple of scenes, the quality gets even better. Like now, this is a Cirque du Soleil video. If you haven't tried the Cirque du Soleil one, check it out. I've reviewed it, and it is definitely one of my favourite 360 3D video experiences. It is bizarre, but amazing. The quality of it is just something else. And that's a nice little sort of snippet. You do have to pay for Cirque du Soleil, but this one is free. Oh, get some elephants. Hello, Nelly. And you've got some commentary kind of trying to engage you about VR and what the experiences are like. Oh, nice. Oh, don't dunk on me. Oh, you missed. I couldn't do any better. Oh, and now some dinosaurs. Hello. Don't sneeze on me. Oh, hello, right in your eye. So this is the sort of thing you could give to somebody who's new to VR. You want to show off your headset. Give them this to run through, 3 minutes long. Download it, I'd say, so you get the best quality, and it will wow them. This is how 360 3D video should be. The quality, even streaming, is really cool. And as I say, the sound as well. Like I just turned around then and the little girls were singing in this ear rather than this ear. It works. So I'm going to show you the whole 3 minutes of this one. Let's give it some time. We might as well. There you go, back into space. Look at that rock, I can almost touch it. Yeah, so gets a big thumbs up, this one does. I mean, there's no reason why not to download this. Even if you've had your fill of 360 video, download it, give it a go. Sponsored by Samsung and Oculus. Big thumbs up. It's free, why not? Next up we have exVRience Golf. I don't know why they put a VR in the experience. Experience Golf. VR Experience Golf, I don't know. But the golf ball is 3D, which is a nice touch. Makes it kind of a little bit more interesting to kind of look at when you get on this menu. Here we go, straight in. It is a multiplayer. We'll skip the how to play. It is multiplayer, but it's past the headset multiplayer. So you play a hole, then you pass the headset to somebody else to play the next hole, and pass back. So there's no online multiplayer. You start off in this golf club lounge. Not sure what you'd call it. It's all 3D. You've got a full golf course of 18 holes. You've got a putting green and a driving range. The putting green is kind of what you expect. The driving range has targets that you can actually hit. And you can test out all the different clubs. But let's do one player play all holes. And we'll just do the first couple of holes just so you can kind of see what it's like. So it is £4 or $5, €5. So it's kind of a premium Oculus Go experience. Oculus Go only. But it's quite good. I'd probably say it's probably worth your money. The graphics are quite good, it plays quite well, and it's crashed again. Okay, so for some reason, it doesn't want me to actually play the golf course. So I've booted the game up 3 times into the golf course, trying to record, and every time it's quit back to the main menu of the Oculus Go. I can play the main menu, I can play the game, the 18 holes if I'm not recording, but it obviously doesn't like you recording. So devs, I don't know if you've done something and it doesn't like it, but that needs to be fixed, because I like to record these things. But let's do the driving range anyway, so you can have a look how it kind of works. So you do get kind of, you can choose left-handed, right-handed there. Let's go back. Can I click back? Yep, right-handed, there we go. Back to home burn. There's some settings, so you can sort of turn night and day. You can have an amateur or a pro mode. Pro mode makes it harder. You instead of just being able to hit within this line here, this red line, you actually get a smaller line. You actually have to hit the club. So it's quite generous on sort of how it lets you hit it. Like hitting there or there will count as well on amateur mode. You can turn the wind on and off, how strong the wind is. So if you look up in the air there, there's like a wind line. So there's one line and it says wind is going that way. So you kind of compensate a little bit. You use your touchpad left and right to kind of align yourself in the direction you want to sort of shoot or hit or drive, or whatever you want to call it. You can do a helicopter ride on the full game. So if you play the full 18 holes, you hit a helicopter button and you do kind of like a flyby of the course to kind of see where you're going. But let's try and hit some of these barrels, shall we? So all you do is hold down the trigger to kind of get ready. And when you're down here, hold down the trigger and then smack. And there it goes. And what I would say is it shows you on the screen here kind of almost like a camera view. Let's look at that again. And what I would say is the harder you whack it, the generally further it goes. Look at that. And if you kind of go, there you go, like a TV screen there. So kind of a screen kind of follows the ball. There we go. There you go. And that works the same on each of the courses. So as I say, it's quite a good golf game. I'll say it's kind of worth your money. The driving range of the putting course is a nice addition as well. You can sort of see top left, you've got power. You can see your distance you shot, your club angle as you kind of hit the ball. But it works quite well. It looks fine. There's nothing kind of wrong with it. I mean, the graphics could obviously look better, but it's an Oculus Go for... so you know, you've got to be kind of realistic about it. But overall, thumbs up. Just I hope that streaming or that sort of recording of the game doesn't become a thing. Because I don't know if you're trying to do something. But that's annoying. But let's crack on with the next thing. So thumbs up for this one. Next up we have BlasterCell by Robot Games. It's £2.29 or $3, €3. And it's a kind of a retro 2-stickish type shooter. So it's loading up here. It is very retro looking, blocky shapes and sort of asteroids. It is very much kind of in the asteroids kind of vein. I've done a previous video on this to kind of show you a bit more, but we'll quickly go into it here so you can have a little look. You essentially, so you've got some scores. It's all local scores. Options, music, sound effects, controls, done. Play. You choose your ship. You do certain things, you unlock new ships. So I'm going to use my slightly newer ship that I've got here. Click play. And the controls are, you literally kind of touch left or right on the touchpad to go left or right, and you shoot in the direction that you point the cursor. So you can sort of see you've got like a cursor, and you don't see the whole thing. Like it's all 3D. It's not sort of a flat picture. It's definitely sort of 3-dimensional, but it's on a 2D plane to keep it kind of retro. What I tend to do is what I'm doing here is I tend to just go round and round in circles and then just kind of shoot as I'm doing it, because you don't really have a lot of space to kind of play with. You can't go through the side of the walls. It's quite easy to kind of not see what's coming. I kind of wish it was a bit more sort of proper twin sticky. So you could, oh there you go. So you could actually kind of go any different direction you wanted with the touchpad and shoot with the stick. That would be quite good. But oh, and if you click down, you do speed up and go faster. But I find that makes you just go so much wider that you crash into things. But saying that, it is quite cheap. There's not much to it. There's no online multiplayer or leaderboards or anything like that to compete against your friends. But as a kind of little distraction, that's quite good. Style-wise, they've done quite a good job. It's kind of addictive to keep playing. The music's a bit sort of plinky plonky, but you know, that's kind of retro style, so you know, that works. Shoot this guy, there you go. And as I say, I end up kind of just going round and round in circles all the time. Just because it's quite easy to kind of lose track or not see stuff that's coming. But there you go. So you can kind of steer left and right, but I find it's not kind of. It's a lot harder to do that if you kind of trying to go around things, because you've got such a wide turning circle. You don't really get the chance to kind of dodge things and go around things, because quite often you'll end up getting yourself too close to the barrier and then you crash into that. So, you know, bit poor. But there you go. So we can unlock new ships. Oh, we've got another ship there. But overall, for the money, yeah, absolutely a thumbs up. It's a fun little game. Why not? Give it a download if you fancy it. You've seen what it's like. But it gets a thumbs up from me. So next up we have the Board and Ball demo. So Board and Ball is a game that came out about 2, 3, maybe a little bit longer weeks ago. And it's got 40 levels, but in the demo you get the first 5 levels for free, so you get to kind of try it. It's got a very cool logo. I don't know if I can see it anymore, but it's of a raptor with a VR headset on. It's a shame I can't see it in here now. But the company logo. But you can see I've played the first few levels. I played most of the main game already. But you can kind of click. If we click level 1, you control basically a board, and you click to start it, and then you use your sort of controller to kind of move the ball around, or the board, tilt it, try and hit the little goals. Click the next level, flips over a couple of times, and then we click the button, and then we've got bombs to try and get around. Ugh. And you've got things like spikes coming out of the floor, or spinning around blades, and all sorts. Oh, we're going too far. No, not far enough. No. There we go. The music seems to be getting louder on me. What's going on here? But there we go. In there. It's a demo. It's free. First 5 levels. If you like it, why not? Grab the full game. But as a demo is free, well worth it for the few levels that you get. I don't think it's a very big download. I swear this music's getting louder, trying to drown me out. But yeah, so thumbs up overall. And the full game is quite fun as well. So if you want 40 levels of this sort of thing, absolutely. It looks quite nice. Plays quite nice. It'd be one of those kind of games that's quite fun to play while you're travelling, sort of thing. Peaceful. Just turn the volume down on the music, because it seems to be getting louder. Next up we have a game called Survivor exVRience, and it's a bit of a mixed bag. It's absolutely free, so it doesn't cost you any money to download it. I think it's about ½ gig in size. You get multiplayer and you get story mode. Let's click on story mode to start with. So the game itself looks quite good. You get sort of a menu options here. You can sort of earn credits to kind of buy increases to stuff, your stats and your rate of fire and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so let's jump in. As I say, the game itself looks quite good and feels like it could be quite good, but it controls in the worst way possible. So you use your head to control the gun, it's where you point. You use the trigger to shoot, where you point, and you use the touchpad just to move forward. So you can kind of move left and right, but you can't move backwards, like unless you're facing backwards. So this makes it really hard to play and not much fun to play because of that. So either you're standing up and playing this, let's go over here, there's some stuff to grab, which uses the same shoot button to pick it up. We'll get some zombies coming at us in a second. Zombies, no, some soldiers. These look quite good. Oh, but then it's so incredibly hard. Oh, I got him. I almost died. Although I don't know where my health bar is. Oh, it's on my arm, isn't it? Yeah, it's on my arm. So it plays pretty hard. I mean, like I'm stuck on a ledge. But as I say, you've got to turn around. If you want to turn around, because you're controlling with your head, it makes it really hard to play. So let's get some health increase. Go over here. That's a shotgun over here. Let's get that. Swap to a shotgun. That's a mine. Don't step on that thing there. I've learned that the hard way. Oh, ow! It just blew up. I wasn't even close to it. It made me jump. But let's go to the main menu. Quit with the trigger. But it does have multiplayer, so you can play against other random people in a random game. But it's weird as well. It's the same setup, the same controls. Team deathmatch. It's 1v1. You can't really... I mean, you get like a setup here, but you can't select anything or choose anything. You get a countdown to 0, get a random weapon. I'm going to get the M76. which is a sniper rifle. And once we get in, we'll get paired with one random person. But that sniper is pretty cool. You zoom in to shoot people. Well, and you can only, as I say, you can only move forward. So let's go over here a little bit, and then zoom in with one button. So you click once to zoom in, then click again to shoot. So where is he? Where are you? Come on, there he is. Zoom in and boom! Oh no, didn't kill him. No, shoot! Got him. So the ragdoll physics are quite good. I quite like that. The guy is now doing the splits on the floor. That's kind of funny. But I think there's no sort of turning on the spot or anything like that. Oh no, I'm going to die. Ugh, there we go. There's no turn on the spot, so it looks quite good. I think this potentially could be quite a good game. I think even if it was 1v1, but this arena is a bit sort of limiting. Oh, headshot. You've literally just got like 8 pillars to hide around, and that's it. That's the entire sort of experience. But I don't know. For free, why not give it a download? Get a thumbs up because it's free. But if it was paid, I think it'd get a big thumbs down because it's wild ropey. but a thumbs up because it's free. It's a fun experiment. I'd be interested to sort of see if this is some sort of experiment from somebody and they're going to produce something even better or improve upon this. Headshot. Next up we have Sphaeres. Sphaeres is essentially £4 or $5, €5 for 9 360-degree videos. So they do vary in sort of location all around the world. So we're going from Bavarian Alps to Mallorca to London to Ireland to Pebbly Beach. I don't think that's Pebble Beach. And Tibetan Singing Bowls. So the Tibetan Singing Bowls is probably the best one out of these. If we kind of click on this one, you get about 100 minutes worth of video overall. They're pretty good quality. I stream them rather than downloading them. If you download them, you do get slightly better quality, but the files are quite big. But it's 360 2D video, so there's nothing sort of sticking out here. But this one's quite relaxing. Sitting here on a beach, if you were sort of chilling out with this woman and her bowls, would probably be quite relaxing. Quite nice where you are. Quite good. Other ones vary though. So say for example the Bavarian Alps. This then becomes a series of different sort of location in the various Bavarian Alps. So just let this kind of catch up. You gonna play? Play, there we go. So here we are, sat next to a river. Very nice, very peaceful. And then after a few minutes, it flicks to another location. And this is quite peaceful music. Looks quite good. When you download it, it looks even better, but quite good. Then you've got a few variations. So you've got a few that are kind of the same location. So I think, for example, Island and Abstracting Abundance seem to be the same sort of things. This one, I think, has somebody commentating over it, sort of trying to guide you into meditation, I think, is the idea here.
Breathe freely.
Breathe freely. Easily. But
effortlessly.
If this is your bag, your sort of thing you're into, then I guess it'd be absolutely fine. They've got a random London travel one in here for some reason. This one isn't relaxing at all. This one is random shots of very busy parts of London. So sort of all sort of touristy spots. There we go. Here's the guy doing it. He's obviously got his Zoom H2N recorder there, getting some audio, which you can't hear, because there'd be all sorts of profanities probably in London. No, I'm joking. There you go, move from bit to bit. Big Ben. So if you want to kind of have a look around London, that's quite good. If we switch to the 360 time-lapse one, which for some reason I now can't go back out manually. I have to do this just with the back and forward buttons. But this is a time-lapse. How would you... I mean, it hardly looks any different to a real, like just a normal paced video. It's not a time-lapse. Like, even the clouds aren't moving that fast. If we skip forward a little bit to another one. I mean, a time-lapse needs lots of action, lots of stuff going on. Oh, look at how fast that grass is moving. It's like... That's not a time-lapse. Like even the time of day isn't really changing. I think there's one where the snow is kind of coming down or something, like the sun's coming down over the snow, That's maybe a little bit more. But even here, it's like you're in such an open space with so little things going on. It's hard to see. I mean, you've got a time lapse going here. You can see the waves are moving. Okay, that's not so bad. But that just looks like fast waves. The clouds aren't moving. The time of day really isn't changing. The music's getting really dramatic. I don't know. That seems like a really weird choice for... oh, there's me shouting. A really weird choice for time-lapse video. It wasn't much of a time-lapse at all because there wasn't much going on. But, I mean, for the money, it gets a bit of a... I think for me, these sort of locations and stuff, I mean, not the most exciting things. I don't think I need to relax. But I think if you wanted to relax, it's not too bad. You could do this. For the money, £4 or £5, you could probably get yourself Gala 360 Relax instead. Which I think is probably the better choice because they're adding more and more content. And I know that to that one. So that's probably the better one. I think it's about the same price as well to unlock. And you get a first couple of them free. So if you download the Relax app for free, you then choose to purchase more. So it's quite good. So this one gets a bit of a meh. Maybe get the Gala 360 app if you buy them at full price. But if it comes down at a discount, half price or more, maybe gets a thumbs up then. Alright, and last but not least, I wanted to show you StudyGun. StudyGun came out at the tail end of last week, so it's been out for a little while. It's £1.49 or a couple of dollars, a couple of euros. And it's a game that helps you go through flashcards. So if you're kind of studying and you get flashcards with different information that you need to kind of learn and it's got to study, this can potentially help you. Now, the reason why I'm showing the website rather than the app itself is that the app doesn't come with any sort of flashcards as a demo in it, and I tried to find some flashcards to download in the correct format and I couldn't. So rather than showing you an empty app that doesn't really do anything, I thought I'd show you the website. So if we click the trailer here, I'll let that run while we talk through it. What essentially you get is a sort of robot shooting game with a gun. So your gun's kind of floating in midair. It's quite a realistic looking gun, all in 3D. You get robots coming at you, and every sort of now and again, after every few robots, you get a flash card that you've uploaded to your headset. So you side load the correct file, which is a CSV or a TSV file, which basically kind of means tabbed kind of columns from sort of Excel or something like that. And then those appear in the game, and you've got to kind of shoot some robots, then shoot an answer, then shoot some robots, and then shoot an answer. So that's quite, look at that Gorn picture. Yeah, hot ones, watch that. So it seems like quite a good app. And as I say, because I couldn't really test it, I searched all over the place trying to download the correct files. I managed to download some TSV files, but then if you scroll down a little bit here, it says TSV files are broken at the moment. Oh no, sorry, CSV files are broken. And they're working on it. But bear in mind, this game is actually early access. So there is an early access form on StudyGun.com, whereas if you have any issues, you download this and you have any issues, make sure you go on there and give them the feedback, because they should fix it because it's early access. Now, I'm not too happy that you have to pay for an early access game. I personally think that early access games should be free, and then once they're fully up to date and the kind of end of development almost, then put a price on it. Absolutely fair enough. But at the moment, we're kind of testing it and paying for it at the same time. But this app probably seems like quite a good one for some people. I imagine it will help a lot of people with their studies, making it a bit more engaging and making it a bit more interactive, a bit more fun. And I think you could end up learning quite a lot with it. So it does get kind of a meh from me because I don't think I'm going to get much use out of it. But I think for a lot of people, it could actually be quite good and quite a big thumbs up. They're bringing out PC and Android versions as well. It'd be nice if they're cross-buy, but it's unlikely. But it's relatively cheap, so if it ends up getting you, higher scores in your exams, thumbs up. So there we go. There's this week's 7 new releases, 4 paid, 3 free. Let me know down below if you've downloaded any of these, what you think about them. Have I missed anything? Should I revisit them in a different video? I'd be interested to know your thoughts. I think for me, StudyGun's kind of an interesting one. I think if that works for people, that could be quite good, quite useful, and good to kind of see a VR app of that kind of good to kind of see any VR app of that kind of thing. The golf one's quite good. I think that it's interesting that I couldn't record the actual golf match itself. Every time it cut off, which was annoying. I'm not sure. It didn't crash. It kind of slowly faded to black, and then I was back on the main menu. Weird. But you got to kind of see the golf range, and I think for the money, it's kind of worth it, so go for it. I think Survior would have been quite a good app. I think with a little bit more development, They could easily charge for that, put a bit of proper sort of 1v1 multiplayer, sort of maybe give you the option to kind of move back and forth, or give you kind of gamepad controls. Could be quite good. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you think about the games that got released this week down below. I do these videos every single week. I intend to do them with the Oculus Quest going forward as well, so stay tuned for that. If you did find this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know down below why you didn't like it. I'll try to do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.